I used to ride through here all the time.
Yo, when I say that it has been a while since my inspiration has been at this level, I'm not joking. I'm not being I don't know the words. What is it? I'm not exaggerating. All right, I'm not putting on airs. I'm being honest. All right, I'm speaking from the heart. From the heart. Okay. From the heart. Okay. So listen, the other day I went out on a group ride with a bunch of the riders from Toronto. We went out to the woods somewhere randomly. I don't know if I want to say the name, whatever. But listen, went out to the woods. We did a group ride. Now, I have not ridden in the woods. I have not done any off-roading of any sort for like almost 2 years now because I've been riding these big ass road wheels, and I'm like, I'm not riding no 88 goddamn pound wheel off-road. You can miss me with all of that shit. If you want to go straight really fast, let's call me up. Let's go. But if you want to be hitting some trees, no. I'll just stay home. I got Netflix. Thank you. But now that I have the S22, when I was invited to go out to this ride, I'm just like, hell yeah. So we all meet up, everybody gears up, we all go out, we do the ride, okay? I might have footage from it. I don't know if I'm gonna even add that footage, but that's not what this is about, okay? Listen. We do the ride immediately. Immediately. I am left in the dust. Like, I lost these guys immediately. They were completely gone. I couldn't find them. I didn't know where they were going. The only reason I actually caught up with them was because I could hear them talking because they were loud as hell. So I found them in the woods because of their blabbering, which is fantastic, by the way. Please keep that up. Other than that, though, pretty much all day long, it was just me trying to play catch up and keep up. And I just decided to stick to the back because I just couldn't keep up with their pace. They were so fast. I don't want to make any excuses. I don't want to be like, well, my tire pressure, my wheel, I'm not used to. I mean, those are actual reasons as well. Like, they were part of it. That I was riding a new tire pressure and I was riding a new wheel and I haven't ridden off road. But at the same time, it's also just excuses, because the biggest factor that kept me behind these guys, outside of just like, lack of practice, of course, was fear. There was a ton of fear. I was scared of taking corners. I was scared of the dynamics of the wheel. I was scared of dropping the wheel. I was scared of falling off. I was scared of sliding out. There was so much stuff and so many things that I just wasn't used to anymore, or used to at all, that scared me away from keeping up with these guys who I admire. Like, I met a bunch of them that day, but some of them were already my friends from before. And the thing was, it's like, they continued doing these types of rides while I was off riding straight down roads. So their skill level was at such a high level compared to mine. And so when they were riding along, it's just like they were gone. It was like a bat out of hell. I was like, holy crap. Like, I honestly couldn't believe the pace at which these guys were riding, because when I got out there, I was expecting, okay, yeah, I'll be able to keep up with the boys. Like, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. How fast can we go? And then I see some of the videos. Actually, one of the guys that was on the ride, his name's Nick. I will link him down below. As of recording this right now, I don't think the video is out yet, but I've seen a snippet from it, and it is fast. It is crazy fast. And it's insane to just see how he maneuvers his wheel around roots and over objects and stuff like that. Like, moves his pedals in ways to get over certain rocks and other features. Gets air in certain areas and stuff like that. It's like, it's so much control and so much speed. And I watched it, and I watched some other videos from some of the other members of the community over and over again, just to kind of get a feel for like what these guys were doing. Because I'm like, man, this is exciting. Like I haven't felt this inspired. I haven't felt this excited to try to advance myself, advance my skills. And it's just like, it's like this fire has ignited in me, and it's all thanks to getting this new wheel that's smaller. I mean, it could have been this, it could have been the Master, it could have been whatever. I ain't riding no company. I'm not like, well, Kingsong for life, baby. But the fact of the matter is, this is the wheel that I got, the Kingsong S22, and I really like it despite all of its shortcomings. I do hope that they fix some of the shortcomings, because I can't ride with 100% confidence right now with the wheel. But the fun factor is there. And it's a real shame that some of this other stuff is holding it back. But again, I kind of expected it, being batch one of a completely new concept for them. Like, these guys have been throttling us for generations, and suddenly they just skip step 2, 3, and 4 and just jump to step 5, trying to make something that they have no idea about. It just, I think we could all expect in some capacity for them to drop the ball in some way, right? But hopefully they fix it up and don't release a torque wheel. Please don't do that, please. Yes, anyways, back to it. So fear, right? I was afraid of doing this. And so right now, the footage that you're seeing is actually from a different ride. I went back out to a local trail. It's very, very short. Like, you can do it if you're good, you can do it in like 15 minutes, right? Super short, but slightly technical. It's not a hard trail. It's really not. It's just a local little walking trail that some people take, and some mountain bikers like to ride through it on their way to, just something nice. But I love this trail, and it's a trail that I learned on a long time ago. I practice on it all the time, and now going back there, I was just like, damn, this is first of all not very upkept because of COVID, but also it's got a lot of stuff that I was struggling on it, and I went in there on my own, and I just did not have the confidence, and I struggled. I failed on a lot of stuff, and I kind of spoke to myself while I was riding. I was making mad excuses. If you listen to the audio in the video, you'll hear me making excuses about stuff. Oh yeah, I just can't do that. Oh man, oh man, I'm just if I wasn't holding on to the camera, and if right. Excuses. I think it's good to be able to watch back on something that you've created and critique yourself, right? Or even just admit to yourself that, like, yeah, it was pride. I was trying to protect my pride in that moment so I wouldn't feel bad about myself while I was doing it, or even watching the video afterwards. But to look at it and admit to myself, because it has nothing to do with anybody else. I'm not trying to impress people with my forest riding skills on my electric unicycle, like, whatever. This is all for me. And so I think it's important for me to reflect on this footage and reflect on my own skill level and what I have done in the woods, and be like, okay, look, I was a coward, and I shied away from certain things because I was scared of falling over. I was scared of the unexpected jankiness and jerkiness of falling, and just like getting surprised by something. All that stuff scared me, so I was shying away from doing things that I should have approached or tried, or even tried to go through with. And it's okay. You're allowed to have days where you're just not 100. You're allowed to have days where you're afraid of stuff and you don't do it. But, and I think this is maybe this is a big but, or a big caveat. I think that you should always go back and challenge it again, because the way that I like to live is that I don't like having regrets. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm just like, yeah, I didn't do that thing and I'm never going to do it again. And then, in the future, I'm just like, man, of course, this is riding an off-road trail. There's no big life consequences for me not doing it. But I do feel like that it does tie into other aspects of my life. It's like, yeah, I was afraid of this thing, therefore I didn't do the best job. And then I gave up completely, and I was just like, it's okay. it's fine. Yeah, who cares? I'll just leave it at that. I feel like that has a bigger implication on your life, a bigger effect, because it can spawn, it can turn into something more, right? It can be more than it is. It can step into other areas and aspects of your life. And so again, I'm always connecting like life and the ideas behind things in your life and all that kind of stuff to riding. I always think that there's a lot of connected aspects of both sides of things. And I try to learn lessons from everything that I do. And this was one of those things where I learned a lesson here. And so I really looked at it, and I looked at myself, and I looked at my riding, and I'm just like, man, I cannot in good conscience not come back here and try this again, but be better the next time. I have to go back and improve on what I've done. And I have to challenge those things that scared me the first time. I cannot just continue on and be like, oh, well, it was too scary, or it was too hard, blah, blah, blah. I have to be like, no, I got to do it. Right. So one of the things right now that still kind of like scares me and like it psychs me out is jumping curbs. I used to do it, but this wheel is so heavy, I don't feel like I can actually lift it over the curb. So I actually have to kind of bonk it to get up a curb. And for me, the idea of bonking, going straight up and then coming down and falling forward scares me. Right. And so what I need to do is just go for it, especially in off-road situations where there's like boardwalks and stuff like that, where I'm just like stopping and lifting the wheel. I gotta go through it. And so I actually have the footage for this. I'm actually going to show this in another video, but let me just tell you right now, I went back again today, actually the day that I'm recording this. I went back there again though, but this time with my dad. And I've said it before, my dad kind of inspires me to just push past my fear, because I'm just like, oh man, my dad, I gotta like I gotta show him what I can do. And also sometimes he does the stuff first and I'm looking at him like, oh my god, okay, well if he's done it, now I have to do it, right? You know what I mean? So I went back there and we got through. Like the first time I went there, I'm not sure how long the footage is going to be that you're going to see, but it took me quite some time to get through these woods because I spent so much time walking and pushing my wheel and, you know, being all like timid about everything. When I went back today, I was just determined. I'm like, I'm not stepping off this wheel unless I fly off, right? And I'm going to try all the things that scared me yesterday. And so I just went for it. I really went for it. And there was a couple times when I did get nervous and my dad just kind of did what a dad does, right? And he just like kind of helped me to overcome it. So there's some spots at the beginning of that ride, which again, you guys will see it later, where I'm just like, I've shied out away from this. I went around this last time. And he's just like, I think you can do it. And I'm like, yeah, I think so too. Boom, go for it. No hesitation, no thinking about none of that stuff. I'm just like, all right, time to go. If I fall, if I wipe out or whatever, then that's just what happened. But I gotta go for it. I have to go for it. And so I did. And, you know, I feel really good right now. I'm feeling kind of that high, although my body is very tired. It was only 20 minutes in there, but I'm feeling like my body's feeling it, right? Because I've just been doing a lot of this every single day since I got this damn wheel, man. It got me in these bushes riding hard, and I got shit to do. I got stuff to do. I'm not doing it because I'm out here riding this damn wheel. God, man, how do we survive as a people before like unicycles, and then what are we doing now? Like, what is going on with us? Why are we like, we're all in the trees riding and stuff like that? Do you guys even go to work?
A lot of it is just
because I'm not doing any of that. I'm just like, time to ride my unicycle. Like that's me all day, every single day. It's getting kind of ridiculous, actually. And I'm less like, yeah, I want to take it apart. I want to add this to it, do that, do it, whatever. But it's ridiculous. It's a bit too much, y'all. But regardless, fear. Overcoming fear. Like I said, the next video is going to be about the actual overcoming of fear. Although I don't have the best footage for that one. It's all first person view. Ugh, ridiculous. I forgot my Insta360 in my garage. And I don't even know if the thing works anymore because we've been having heat waves. But yo, I think just the biggest thing about this, and if there's anything that you can take away and take home from my little blab on nonsense, is just like, again, if you are scared of something and you don't do your best job the first time, if you're able to, of course, if you're far away from home and you can't ever get back, that's different. But if you were able to challenge that thing again, do so. If you have the opportunity to take it up and try that thing again, try it and see if you can make it past that thing that scares you. You know what I mean? Of course, there's certain things where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fist fight a gorilla, right? Like, okay, let's relax a little bit on the, like, you know, I'm afraid of fist fighting gorillas and I think that I'm like, you know, I'm finally at my prime and I can no. Okay. Let's chill out on that. All right. You might, that might be one of those things that you can think about and then not actually fail, because if you do fight the gorilla, you will die. So, you know what I mean? Unless it's even a baby would probably tear your arm off. So maybe, yeah. So let's say, so things that you really want to do and things that you love or whatever, that and there's an aspect of that thing that scares you, whether that's you riding, whether it's doing a big ass jump, whether that's riding technical through the woods, if that's riding over a rock garden, or if it's something totally different. Like me, you guys know I'm an artist, so it was like, for me, starting a new project that I've wanted to do for a long time, and then I putting out a video and having it do terribly. It's just like, sometimes you got to just come back and do it again. You got to try it again, because I think leaving off on a L is more damaging to you than retrying and still kind of failing. You know what I mean? So it's like, even if you go back and you mess it up, at least you tried. You know what I mean? At least you actually went for it. and you wiped out and you hurt yourself or something like that, but you went for it this time. So you can go home with your head held high going, yeah, that thing scared the hell out of me. And I didn't even get it properly. Like, I didn't get through it as well as I hoped I did, but I did get through a couple things. I did what I had to do. I came out here and I did what I had to do to make a change and also prove to myself that I ain't afraid of nothing, first of all, and I'm gonna keep on trying until I die. I am going to push myself beyond my limits, and nothing is going to hold me back, especially not me, because we're the ones that hold ourselves back the most, and I ain't about that life. That's what you're saying to yourself. That's you. You're saying that. Now, I ain't about that life. That's you. But yeah, so that's all I really wanted to talk about, because I got this juicy ass footage and I was like, I got to do something with this, but I don't want to just kind of put it on the internet and then have it not be anything. So that's what this is for. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, press that subscribe button. For Siege Breathe, I think is the channel name. It's on my shoes, but I can't wear them because, you know, I need steel toes and stuff because I'm wiping out the woods. Yeah, press the like and stuff so I can see it stuff and people can watch my video. You know, it's interesting because I've been talking to people and they're like, yeah, I don't really care about the analytics. It doesn't matter what you do. And I'm just like, yeah, me too. That's a lie. I do like it. I like it when I see the likes and the numbers and stuff like that. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, so but I'm not making these videos specifically for that. But it is fun. So if you do want to like watch it and share it with your friends and all that kind of stuff, it's really fun. I mean, we have conversations in the combo and the thing and the thing below and whatever. I'm out of here, y'all. I will talk to you in the next one. Have yourself a wonderful evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whenever you watch this video. If you watch it, well, no, you would hear this if you watched it. Like you'd be here, so you'd hear this, so you would have watched the video if you made it all the way to the end. I'm gonna go now.